So Deeks, 0-0, a point on the road. How pleased are you with that performance overall?
Yeah, really pleased. It's another positive, another clean sheet. We've hit the post. I think both teams were probing, but I was joking with the lads before the game. I said I took my little ones pumpkin picking in November for Halloween, and I said I think that Farmers Field was better conditioned than that. So it was difficult. Both teams struggling to get a foothold in the game. I thought on reflection, if one team deserved to nick it, it probably is. We've hit the post. Alfie's made a couple of routine saves. They put a few balls in the box from set pieces, but I'm delighted with the lads' effort and desire. They've got a real togetherness and just a sheer will to keep fighting, and that's what you got to do when you come to places like this. And we've got a result. I said we want a result, positive result, and hopefully take a point minimum back to Ilkeston, and we've done that, and it keeps the momentum going.
Yeah, you mentioned it a bit there. Jamie Walker denied by the post. There's a great ball over the top from Tyler Wiley to him. Do you think that would be keeping Jamie up at night? How close he came?
Yeah, it was in.
Yeah.
And then the pitch, it kind of went this way, that way, this way, that way, and then it ended up going the wrong side and hit the post, and it was in when it left his foot. So, you know, he's frustrated. He wants to score goals. You know, that was the only real, probably clear-cut chance, apart from Dylan's in the first half, where the keeper's made a good save down low. But you know, the pitch is a leveller. It's hard for both teams to play on. You know, I'm speaking to a few of their lads and saying, "How do you play on this every week?" It's difficult. You have to roll your sleeves up and get a result. And yes, we was unlucky not to nick it. Big claims for a penalty shot from me. It looked in the box. Ref just deemed it a millimetre outside the box. They go for you, sometimes they don't. But that was what it was always going to come down to. It was going to be either team making a mistake or just a moment of switching off, or a good piece of play like we did, and we was unlucky to hit the post, and another day goes in and we take 3 points. And I think one goal was going to win it today, whichever way it was going to go.
And how much praise do you think the defence deserved today? They were putting the bodies on the line from the first minute, and Tom Marshall had to be subbed off early on for injury because of that.
Yeah, unfortunately he's heavy pitch, pulled a hamstring again. You know, so lads were excellent defensively. I said both boxes, you know, they competed, playing against two giants at the top end of the pitch, one that they paid a transfer fee for from a league above. You know, Tyler Wild's gone on and done excellently well. Minks has done excellently well. Sam Parker, they put the flying machine on at the end when he's tired legs, and he's kept up with him, he kept pace, got the blocks in. Dylan Youngby's going back there, helping him out. It's just a togetherness there from the whole team as a collective defensively. You know, the skipper was ill this week, so we couldn't start him, not trained or played all week. He's come on and done his bit for the team, even though he's not 100%. And you know, Robbie's come on, worked tirelessly on the channels. It was just a collective effort all round, and I think, you know, I feel for him because I think they deserve 3, but sometimes you don't get what you deserve in football. But I think both teams will be one of a stalemate. They'll be happy with the point when they're on reflection, probably come tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from the game. How much are you looking forward to the next match against League Town at home?
Yeah, you know, we want to play games of football and win them. So, you know, I've never been a manager that likes draws, and I say I'm always rather go and win 5-4 or 4-3, but we've had 2 0-0s back to back. But that shows the resilience of the team. You know, it's really difficult. I think the 2 games we've struggled to score in, we played 3 games, sorry, in terms of the last probably 7 games have been Whitby, which was on a pumpkin field, and that's not being disrespectful, by the way. It's just that's stating the facts. And then Alfred in a league higher who play long ball. And Cleethorpes who put it in the box and play long ball to 2 big strikers, and that's been on a pumpkin field. So I think I'm really pleased with that in terms of the clean sheets, but we want to try going back to attacking football. So we're back at home next week on our 4G, and hopefully we can do that. Leek are a good side, you know. Their league position doesn't reflect what kind of team they are. I've always been impressed with them. Their coach, very knowledgeable. I get on with him well. He knows the game. He tries to play football the right way. So we know it's going to be a tough test. They're a tough team to play against. It was earlier in the season when we played them and won 2-1. So, you know, we're expecting that to be a tough game. But we want to play on the front foot and try and attack again and score goals. And that's how we're going to play. Like I said, from 7 games ago, that's how we're going to continue to do it. We're not going to change, and hopefully the pitch will allow us to do that.
Thanks for your time, Deeks.
Cheers, thank you.